What's going on, everybody? Is Vash still here again? Um, no, this video is a little late, whatnot. Uh, just stuff gets busy. Just had a busy day yesterday and whatnot. I actually wasn't home for a really long time, so I just didn't get a chance to record. So, yeah, what can you do? So, anyway, today is another Real Talk video, and if you guys have been following the schedule, y'all should know that already. So, today is on enjoying the small things in life, just simple things. Like, honestly, children have the right mindset when it comes to this. They have the most, they just really just go out and try to have as much fun as possible, with their cousins, their friends, everything. They just try to have as much fun as possible, and it's really about that, enjoying those small things in life, the little things in life, just going on a walk for about like 10-15 minutes. You can really take in a lot. It takes just, pop in headphones, go for a walk, just, walk around for about 10-15 minutes. You don't have to walk anywhere specific. Just, if it's just around your block, just do it, or just around your block. And you'll start noticing things the more you do it. For me personally, before I drove my car, and after I crashed my car, I had to walk a lot of places. So I kind of, just kind of had that mindset. It's like, oh well, I'm walking. I'll just get the most out of it, enjoy the most out of it as possible. So I would like walk to work, walk to my friend's house, just small things like that, And a walk can really help you clear your mind too. Just especially if it's like a nice warm day or a nice cool day, throw on a light jacket, just go for a walk for about 10 to 15 minutes, just really really kind of enjoy yourself for the time being that it's there. Because for me personally, it comes from like enjoying smaller things in life. It comes from seeing people who can no longer do those things. Like, there's an old family friend who, um, he now has a prosthetic leg, so he can't walk without his crutches or without like anything to help him stabilize himself. So I just kind of see that, and I'm like, no, like I really shouldn't be taking walking for granted, because he was in a wheelchair for the longest time, and you know, it was just that the fact that just that he was in the wheelchair for the longest time and he couldn't really walk anywhere, but he was still enjoying like going to parks and whatnot, like just trying to have a good time wherever he was, just find whoever he could talk to them about like music or whatnot, and like stuff like that. It's what really gets me to see like, there's sometimes it's good to just kick back, take it slow, not worry about anything, just every once in a while, just take it slow, like get that fulfillment going, um, it doesn't even have to be a walk for you just to enjoy it. Like, just go to your backyard or like your front yard and just sit on the grass, outside your front yard, or sit on your backyard in your grass. Just sit on the grass, or like, if you're allergic to grass, take a chair out there or like a blanket or something, lay it out and just sit there, for a little bit. Just chilling out, just listening to the wind, the cars pass by, everything. Just take it all in. You never know. You honestly never know what you're missing when you're going through your day to day life, trying to get through things as fast as possible and whatnot. Like, uh, passing by like from my house, there's some stores that I didn't even know were near my area. I didn't know they were there, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. I never knew that was there. And like, it would be my friends telling me like, really, it's been there for a while already. And I'm just like, well, okay, I never knew it was there. And it's really like one of those things that like this past weekend that I just saw, that was just like a lot of small little stores and whatnot that like I had just never really noticed before, because I was always in the driver's seat, so I was always going. But this it's really different when you're in the passenger seat, and you're just kind of taking everything in, and you're just noticing like, oh, there was this right here and this right there, and I was like, it's really like amazing the things that you miss when you're in such a rush to get places and whatnot, and when you really take time to just enjoy the small things, like, sit down, have a conversation with your mom, or like sit down and have a conversation with your brother, play a small card game. Like if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, play some Yu-Gi-Oh with your brothers or your cousins or your little sisters, whatever, whoever in your family. If you have anybody that's into Yu-Gi-Oh, like, and you like Yu-Gi-Oh, if you prefer the Pokemon card game, place and you got somebody to play Pokemon with, just play Pokemon with you and whatnot, and just enjoy the small things. Like even if it's something like a fighting game like Smash Bros or like Soul Calibur, like I know those are like competitive, like highly competitive games and whatnot, but really, really, what it entails is that um the competitive side of it, just they're going more for like, this is for my career, this is what I want to do. You don't always have to play competitively though. You can just play for fun. Just playing for fun is simply just enjoying the game as it was intended to be. Play play multiplayer game like Smash Bros or like Soul Calibur, like those fighting games that I mentioned. You can just play them, just to enjoy them. Just like you can take any game like Kingdom Hearts or whatnot, like anything that's like a really big like storyline and whatnot, story commitments and whatnot, anything like that. Like I know there's people that go through like try to speed run them and everything, try to get everything 100% and whatnot. But like save that for like a second playthrough. If it's your first time playing the game, just take it at a pace that you're comfortable with. If you're more comfortable going at a quicker pace, then by all means feel free to go at a quicker pace. But don't forget to just like, slow down for a bit instead of worrying about completing the game. Try to recognize the things that you didn't recognize before. Like even when watching anime and whatnot, like the first time you watch it around, you're just worried like, oh, I need to finish it, I need to finish it, I need to finish it. So you go through it as fast as possible. But when you go back and you rewatch it, there's always something that you missed. Like a good example of this would be the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, one of my all-time favorite anime in the world. It's just at this point I've rewatched it about 30 times now from my initial watch through of it back in 2010. Like, yeah, it's been 8 years since I originally watched it, but each time I watch it, there's something that I didn't pick up on before because, you know, try just for finishing it to finish it. That's all I watched it through the first time. But when you go back and you rewatch it and just go through it, you start noticing, you start picking up on some small things that you didn't notice before, like, oh, this voice actor voiced him, oh, this voice actor voiced that, or small things like, oh, the animation they did with this and this and this compared to this scene compared to the Japanese for the English dub. There's a lot of comparisons that can be made. So really, it's more about like sometimes you just have to kind of slow down, back it off, and enjoy what you can enjoy, because you know life isn't a guarantee. It's not. You're not always going to be alive. The only thing that's for certain is death. That everyone dies at some point. And why not just take a few days to just enjoy yourself when you have the free time. Like if you have 2 days off of work consecutively, just use one of those days to just chill out, goof off. Like try to find some friends to just hang out with. Like just hang out in a room just talking or like playing a game or something, talking about something that interests you. Just take it in and enjoy it. Yeah. So that's all for this video. Just kind of getting myself back in the groove and whatnot, getting it back into the groove of things. So just kind of chilling out and just waiting for things to just go. So anyway, this has been Vash Steel signing out, and remember, this too shall pass.